Who's cracking, people? It's your man Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, representing high-level technicians operating globally and beyond. So listen, today I just wanted to get into sort of an overview of the way forward and just review and take the time to thank all of the subscribers, the day ones, and the people who have found a genuine interest in this section of the manosphere. I like to call the Selectmanosphere. 2019 has been a ridiculous year. It's been a productive year, and we certainly look forward to 2020. There are so many things that are coming up in 2020 that I'm excited for. I'm definitely motivated to continue to produce content on the YouTube side, but the production level of content on the Patreon side is going to ever so increase because of the type of content that I want to put out for men who are interested in masculine mastery. And that especially includes men who feel that they are non-select, men who qualify as pre-select, and especially men who are select, the men who are on their path towards masculine mastery. And yes, I put all three of those categories in the same space because, contrary to anyone's belief outside of this space, there is not a competition between non-select, pre-select, and select. It's all for the sake of identifying where you are on your journey to masculine mastery. We're all going in the same direction, hopefully. A lot of content creators tend to point to the youth and say, well, we post content so that we can show the youth a better way, so that we can give those who are coming behind us tools, skills, lessons, and valuable jewels that we are gleaning and that we have gleaned along our paths, and pass it down in a way that didn't happen for us when we were younger. That we wish we had guys who walked the talk, who walked the path that we're interested in walking. We wish that we had those older mentors, coaches, and or master teachers to show us the pitfalls and the challenges that come with various aspects of life. A young person is way smarter than a lot of people give them credit for, because they're the ones who are simply observing. They listen to the adults who are speaking, but not only that, they look at the actions and see if the words match up with the actions. So if you've got for example, a quote-unquote non-select person who is heading on or shitting on quote-unquote select men's content, or a select men's lifestyle, or that we're in the gym all the time, or that we get women more easily, or that we are cash kings, meaning that we have these commodifiable skills that we use to support ourselves and build our systems or whatever. The young person is going to look at that quote-unquote non-select person and ask, why is it that you're shitting on the activities of the quote-unquote select man? Why is it that you're discounting the hard work and the consistency and the efforts that they put in to maintaining their vehicle or their physical presence, so that they can navigate the third dimensional space with ease, so that they have an advantage when it comes to the reproductive health side of life. And then that young person's going to just think to themselves, well, it's not the fact that you may be non-select or pre-select or whatever. It's because you are a shitty person and you have a terrible character. Being non-select has nothing to do with hating on other people. Being a hater has everything to do with hating on other people, simply because they are positioned to leverage their physicality, to leverage their charisma, and to leverage their masculinity in order to fulfill their mission. Even the point that you have identified having a mission gives you a decided advantage over men who do not have a mission, men who are aimless, men who don't pursue excellence, men who do not see the value in having a coach, the value in having a mentor, or even the value of identifying a master teacher, which are three important aspects of the masculine experience that have been identified with the Selectmanosphere. And speaking of master teacher, I definitely want to give a shout out to Master Teacher BGS. We know that he's done some amazing work here on the YouTube side, and every now and again he does post some great videos of some other masculine masters who are focused on teaching the next generation and showing men the course and the pitfalls of the modern world as they venture on their journey towards masculine mastery. Unfortunately and / fortunate, I consider it to be a bittersweet situation that has the YouTube side losing the majority of the Master Teacher BGS's content. However, on the other side, his Patreon is exploding with amazing content, very insightful thoughts, opinions, and commentary that do not have to be suppressed or filtered with the lens of the YouTube side. I'm definitely going to attach that Patreon link for the Master Teacher BGS IBMOR in the description down below. This is obviously the next leg of the journey, and I know for a fact that coming out of this, we're going to get a seminal work that we can pass around in book form regarding the octane scale. I look forward to that, but also with other content creators who contribute to this space. There are other books that are coming out in 2020 that I'm looking forward to. Very exciting time. I'm definitely going to be responding to more questions that I deem fit the Selectmanosphere sort of format and theme. Thanks in advance to all the questions that have been coming through the Patreon side, and also with the donations to the T-Talk Tabernacle. Don't think that I haven't received them. I've responded to a lot of guys who had some really good questions, and I look forward to creating podcasts that answer those questions publicly so that other guys can collaborate their experiences and compare and contrast the solutions and the way that a lot of these situations have been navigated by those who identify with the Selectmanosphere space. So entering 2020, very, very optimistic about not only, as we said before, this being a golden era for content creation, and the Selectmanosphere in particular being a space of progress, elevation, and growth. Speaking of which, let's preview some things that are to come. I'm going to be discussing more so the other side of sex, particularly sexual transmutation over on the Patreon side, but also I'll leave a link as per usual to the Instagram, where I will be going over some tips and tricks and also posting video of shows that I have done, and also footage of show prep, different methods that I use in order to prepare for shows, or that I have used to prepare for shows, how you highlight different body parts that are your signature body part as far as what you're displaying for the peel off. I plan on addressing questions that women have been submitting, and gentlemen, a lot of these questions I cannot post on the YouTube side. I'll probably tee it up on the YouTube side, but I'll end up addressing the questions more fully and directly on the Patreon side. If you had any doubt or any concerns about the imagination and the things that women wonder about, mostly, okay, let me put it this way. Primarily women are interested in how to attract and satisfy, that's the key word, a select man. Those questions vary and they range as far as what a woman should look like, how she should present herself, and stuff like that. But I'm going to post this graphic really quick, and we'll get further into what this means to be a feminine first lady. But I want to premiere this here so that you see it here first. This concept is going to we'll do deep dives on this concept and what it really means from the perspective of a select man, or a man who has options in the terms of the type of women that he selects for his roster, or if he's monogamous, the type of women that he looks for when choosing a prospective partner. So I'll leave you with that, and as always, this is your man Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, saying stay sharp and mission focused. Later.